everybody. Welcome to day 1 of your Survive the Season Challenge. I hope all of you are as excited and pumped up as I am about this. We have an amazing group in here, an awesome group of challengers who are pumped up and already posting and sharing their excitement with the group. And then you have several coaches in here that you're going to get to learn from and plug in with to help encourage you to stay on track during this holiday time. And believe it or not, you all are helping us as well. So let's talk about when you are going to holiday parties and gatherings, because that is where we can really get into trouble and be tempted to just grab tons of food. And, it's okay. We want to enjoy some of that. But how do we do that without going overboard? So let me talk to you about this food ranking system that has helped me. And if you've ever done a 10-day challenge with us before or 60-day, you will have heard this before. But this has really helped me be able to enjoy those little things, but also know how to fill my plate with the healthier items as well and not go overboard on the junk part. So when you go to a party and you see all this food set out before you and you want to, try all of it, but you don't need to. Here's what you do. You think of your top few things that you see out there that you love the most, and you rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 meaning you love it. For me, a 10 is brownies. I love a moist, chewy brownie. So if there's brownies out, I'm going to have 1. I'm not going to have a 3. I will have 1. Another 10 for me at the holiday times is I love my grandfather's dressing. So I'm going to have a little bit of that. Now, something that I'm not crazy about are things like coleslaw, green bean casserole. I can pass on that. Those are just like 1s and 2s for me. So I'm not going to have that part. So I'm going to grab, just probably 2 or 3 of my 10s, my 9s and 10s, like the brownie or the dressing and mashed potatoes, and just a little bit of that. And then I'm going to fill the rest of my plate up with healthy choices. The lean meats and vegetables and salad, but go easy on the dressing, so that I'm still getting to enjoy my favorites and not feel deprived, but I'm not going overboard either. So that's how the food ranking system works. Okay, so you get to the party. What do? Okay, first we talked about ranking your food, but then it really comes down to you making smart choices, okay? One of the tips I can tell you is grabbing a small plate. Small plate's going to help keep you from overeating. When you see the appetizers, try to limit those. Appetizers can be full of fat and calories. Or if there are a bunch of appetizers and you want a little bit, then try to go for the fruits and the vegetable type ones. Try to just choose the healthier ones that are available to you. Now, if there's some fried ones and you want a little bit of that, then just stick to 1 or 2 and don't go overboard on it. And then don't come back for seconds. Things like the sauces and the dips, those can be full of fat. So stay away from creamy sauces and creamy dressings. Choose things like oil and vinegar type dressings. If there's gravy, if it's a meat dripped type gravy, those are full of fat. So more of a broth-based or vegetable-based gravy is a healthier choice for you. Okay, so the next thing we have to watch for are the drinks. Sodas and the alcohol full of all those empty calories, right? So at the same time, you still want to enjoy a little bit of that. So try to restrict your alcohol to just 1 or 2 servings, and that'll really help cut the calories down. And then think about what you're drinking. For example, instead of having the high-fat eggnog, have you a low-calorie beer or a glass of wine, and that will really help a lot with the fat part of it. And then after that, after you have your 1 or 2 drinks, just stick with the calorie-free drinks, some unsweetened tea or some water or hot tea or plain coffee is just fine. Really, a lot of this boils down to planning ahead. When you're going to something, having that mindset of I'm not going to go overboard, I'm going to rank my food and just eat my favorite things. And then also not going to these events hungry. When you go hungry, what do? You just dive right in and you want to eat all the good food. So what I do or suggest is drinking a Shakeology before you go so that you're not going with an empty stomach. Sometimes what you can do is have half of your serving of Shakeology earlier in the day and then just half a serving later in the day so you have a little bit on your stomach. I also will take some peanut butter Shakeology balls with me sometimes, so I have a healthy snack on me. So if there's, really horrible appetizer options that I just know I don't want to do, then at least I have something I can snack on to keep me from grabbing the unhealthy appetizers. I can still get that satisfaction. I love the Shakeology balls, and they make me feel like I'm still getting a treat. If you're going to a potluck dinner, a really good suggestion is to bring a healthy dish to share, such as a salad or a veggie or fruit tray, low-fat puddings or Jell-O or fruit-type dessert. That way you'll know that you're going to at least have one healthy option that you can enjoy while you're there. When you're at the parties, focus on socializing. Don't just stand around the food table to where you're just mindlessly snacking and not even paying attention to what you're eating. The holidays is really just about getting together with your family and your friends and enjoying one another, right? So focus your energies on having those conversations with others instead of just focusing on the food. And then focus on your wins. When you go to these parties and you know that you went in strong and then you came out and you didn't sabotage yourself, then that's something to be proud of, right? Because, we all struggle with the nutrition and the temptation, especially at the holidays. So you're not alone. And then come back and tell the group how you did. Let us know what you were excited about. And it's okay if you have some slip-ups. We're all going to have that. So again, focus on your family and friends. Enjoy the holiday times. This is not about deprivation. It's about just learning the tools to deal with the onslaught of the sweets and the treats and the heavy meals that we're going to have at the parties this month. And think about how amazing you're going to feel on January 1st when you can say that you did your best during the holidays to not go overboard and you can start the new year off strong.